What's up, you guys? This is JYoungGoTo back with another video. And if you saw the title and if you saw the thumbnail, then you are finally going to process information which is good for you because you clicked on this video, and I appreciate you. So don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more basketball videos every single week. But Luka Doncic. Luka this season, yet again, is just showing us what Luka magic really is. The man is leading the league in scoring right now. Also top 3 in assists. He even averages 9 rebounds a game. This man is putting up insane numbers as a 25-year-old player. Not to mention only that, but he's also leading his team in all these major statistical categories in points and rebounds and assists. Luka Doncic, quite frankly, is the Dallas Mavericks. And, the Dallas Mavericks now there are more of a better equipped team with their new additions with P.J. Washington and Daniel Gafford, who they acquired. Those pieces have definitely helped them out in big ways now for this Mavericks team because it was exactly what they needed. And for Luka himself, he's just putting up a season that is just going to be remembered in the books. Let's not forget, not so long ago, this man dropped 73 points, and he had 41 points in the first half alone. You can even really make an argument that that game, statistically speaking, was one of the best performances in NBA history. I made a video on that, so I'll definitely link that down below. But what Luka is doing right now as well, he is the first player in NBA history to record 35-point triple-double in 4 straight games. And he did that the other night against the Miami Heat as well. What makes it even more impressive as well is that, he has a very high usage rate, one of the highest in the league. He's doing this still at a very efficient rate. He's shooting 49% from the field and 38% from 3, which is very, very good. Considering the fact that this guy is averaging 34.6 points per game, when you just put that into perspective. So first in 35-point games, first in 40-point games, first in 30-point triple-double games, and first in 40-point triple-double games. What this guy doing when it comes to statistics is absolutely insane. Let's not forget, when you look at the advanced statistics, he's top 3 in box plus minus, and he's also top 5 in player efficiency rating. Many more advanced statistical categories, Luka, you will see him in there. If he's not top 5, he's in the top 10 for many of these categories. What I really like the most about Luka really is just his ability to control the game. This guy, he is like a mastermind on the basketball court. He's able to outsmart double teams. He's able to find his teammates in the right spots. He's good at reading pick and rolls. He's good at creating his own shot. And he plays, just like I said, with the control, the tempo. He knows how to control the tempo of a basketball game, which makes him even more impressive to watch. Like I said earlier, when I briefly mentioned him and his 73-point game, he was controlling that game from the start, and he was dominating the entire way in that game. Almost like watching him sometimes, he's playing in slow motion because, he's not moving that fast, but he's still really great at creating pace. Because when you look at those guys who are like that, I think of another player who's like that is Shea. Shea can move extremely fast with the basketball, but he's extremely great at slowing down. He's a very shifty player. And when you look at him and Luka in that comparison, they're both extremely good at controlling the pace of the basketball game. And Luka does it, though, at a level that I really haven't seen before. That's what makes those great players great. Luka knows how to read other players' tendencies, and he's great at just really maneuvering them and creating space, doing things that we see him do on the basketball court alone. Like, I remember hearing DeMar DeRozan talk about this certain topic when he was on Paul George's podcast. He was talking about LeBron and why LeBron is such an incredibly gifted basketball player. And he said about that as well was his tendencies and what he could do with other players. Like, he knew what you would do, and he could counter that. And I think Luka in that way is the same way. Luka is putting up numbers we haven't seen in a while in the league. Since guys like Michael Jordan was playing, when he was averaging over 7 points a game at his best in his NBA career, Luka is having that type of NBA season. But, the only thing that is unfortunately holding him back from really truly being that MVP that we all know he is, because let's be real, when we look at a guy who is most valuable player, Luka Doncic fits that category flawlessly. The guy is the best, most valuable player in the game of basketball right now. There's no doubt about my mind that he's the most talented player we have right now in the NBA. But when you look at the story and the narrative and the case for him possibly winning MVP, it's a stretch. Many people have him in that conversation. And I don't blame him because he could still realistically win it. Russell Westbrook, remember that year when he won MVP? I think the Thunder were like the 6th seed in the Western Conference, but he still won it just to do out the fact that nobody in NBA history ever averaged a triple-double for a season since Oscar Robertson was in the league. When you look at a guy like Luka Doncic and what he's doing this year, it's just the only thing that is holding them back. The Mavericks now, granted, the Mavericks are a great team, it's just how loaded the Western Conference is. When you look at teams, though, like the Nuggets and what Jokic is doing and what Shea is doing for the Oklahoma City Thunder, what some of the best teams right now in the Western Conference, it just speaks volumes more. If the Mavericks were a more winning team, I would have no doubt in mind that Luka would be the number one guy right now to win MVP. We all know that over the years that, guys that have winning seasons, their team is really great, and that guy's playing really great as well. On top of that, that just adds more to your case. And unfortunately, that's not really it right now for Luka. They're like the 8th seed right now in the Western Conference. Still, though, the Mavericks are still a very talented basketball team, and I cannot count them out. They're a weird team. They can possibly make it maybe to all the way to the conference finals, but that defense of theirs is just not good. I can't lie. But regardless of those side topics I was discussing, I think Luka is definitely in that conversation to win MVP, because when you look at the narrative around him, it's just, statistically speaking, his numbers are insane across the charts. And when you look at a guy who really is a valuable player, if you take Luka off this Mavericks team, there's no doubt in mind they are a below average basketball team. There's just no question about it. This year, Luka is having one of the best seasons of his entire NBA career. His numbers have gone up. He's shooting even better from 3. His team is winning, and they could actually be a possible threat in the Western Conference now with the additions they have and everything, how it's going. We shall see how the remaining of this NBA season plays out, man. There's only, 20-something games left. So I think now it's really time to really start having these MVP conversations about these guys. And I think Luka is in that discussion, but I don't necessarily think that he may win, still having a very, very historical NBA season. But I hope you guys enjoyed this basketball video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more basketball content each and every single week. Have a great day. Peace.